Hello, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Back with another video. Professor R is your host of the known number one YouTube channel in the world, A Man's Guide to Success. Brought to you by YouTube. Comment, subscribe, and like. The reason why these young men haven't learned what it is about what they learn, young ladies, because you didn't read to them when they were younger. You didn't show them how to read and write. That's why their language is the way it is. It's out of control because during birth, you didn't read books to them. This is why these young men don't know how to talk to women. You wonder why family happiness is not there, because the young men didn't learn how to share the load or how to be taught responsibility, because the man didn't teach them, or man abandoned their home. You wonder why these young men don't know what it takes to get and keep a woman and be responsible, because they didn't learn management in the household, or household management. During infancy, during birth, the young man and woman should be read books to. That's why the schools are overcrowded, but the children are not learning or not reading because they don't have the teachers taking time reading to them, because no one's teaching these young people, young children. The reason why there's not a biblical principle, because no one's teaching it in the home. This is why the children are going off out there in the world and not learning the principles that you taught them, because you didn't teach them biblical principles or what it means to manage a household or build their finances. You should start them off very early age. When they're a baby, you should read to them. This is why the Christian principles you're teaching are not being applied properly. And you're wondering why these kids' language is like that. Because you haven't given them enough hugs or kisses. It's a holy kiss on the cheek to show them what it means to show love. The reason why these young people are lost and confused, they don't know what love is because you didn't show them when they were younger, when they were babies. You didn't teach them these things. To have a Christ-like personality, it says in Ephesians 4:24, you gotta build these materials or these principles, these building methods. How you build that? You read to them, you show them love, you hug them, as any parent in the household. This is why these children are not grasping to our words. When they were a baby, they saw what you did. They saw what you did. And the reason why they're not getting their needs met, because you didn't show them emotionally how to hug or show what love is. They don't know what it is. And as they get older, they can't find it. They're 20, 29, 19 to 29. They don't know what love is because they never received it from their parents. Parents never taught them. So they watch what their parents say and do, so they copy their parents. And then when they go to school, they don't learn the material you teach them. They don't learn what love is, because they're attached to the wrong thing in the world. The world showed them this is love. That's not real love. That's false sense of security. They feel safe, but they're not. They don't know what that is. Let me tell you people something. Love is about caring for one another. Love is about showing affection and showing what it is to love. The reason why these kids can't love is because they don't know what a companion, they don't know what commitment is, they don't know what it is to be a teacher or a communicator. They don't know what it is to teach these biblical scriptures that you're teaching them, so they don't follow that because they see what we do. The reason why these children are growing up missing love, because they need advice. But parents, you don't know what to say to them because you don't know the biblical principles. You go to church, and these children don't know how to be trained because our parent duties are not teaching them properly. It says in Proverbs 22:6, train up a boy according to the way in him. You got to train a child very early on. Because the Apostle Paul said and noted that Timothy had been trained from infancy. In Timothy 2:3-15. And I say this to you, children start off very young. at birth being taught what the parents do, they copy it. So if you read to them, they will start reading to others, and then they will learn and grow through their words, and their actions will change because you as parents didn't read to them. Then you wonder why their words and their mind and their thoughts are distorted because you didn't give them. You didn't read to them when they were younger. You didn't show them emotional love, how emotional, what hugs look like and kisses. They don't know what that looks like from a man and a woman because they wasn't properly guided. So you're wondering, why do they talk this way when they're 19, 20? Because you didn't teach them during the time they were babies how to read and write. This is why they grow up in a single parent household with their mothers, because the mother is the teachers now. But the father is not in the home because the mother figure the father is not teaching the kids responsibility through shared household chores, through shared how to manage a household or how to build finance. You don't discuss it with them. So then they grow up not knowing how to manage money, and they don't know how to work because you didn't discuss it with them. Now you want to point the finger at them because you didn't teach them about finances, how to manage their money, how to budget their money, how to get a bank account, how to build a business. And then you want to turn around and say, why are you talking like this? Because you taught them the language. You taught them the way. You didn't teach them the life. It said the way, the truth, and the life. It's what Christ said. But you're not teaching them those principles the way Christ does. Some of you wake up every day doing the same thing, wondering why these kids are doing the same thing you're doing. Why are you following me? You don't want them to live the lifestyle, but you're not showing them how to change. So here you are as parents leading them in the wrong direction, and then you're wondering, why are they thinking this way? Because you as a parent not guiding them, talking to them how to live right, how to do things the proper way, how to get a job. You never showed them when they were younger. So now as they get older, you want to try to teach them these principles when you're older. It's too late. Why? Because you didn't train them in the way they should go as they got older. This is why these children are not following. It's why these 19-year-olds feel confused and lost about love. They don't know what it looks like. So they come to older men and older man, and because the man is not there, the father is not in the home. The mother only goes from the mother's perspective, but when it becomes a man, then when he get out there, he don't know what a man looks like because he see everything the world tells them that this is what TV tells them and music tells them this is what a man's supposed to do to a woman. Because they don't know what family is. They don't know the secrets of having a happy family because you didn't give them the right principles. You didn't teach them how family's supposed to look or what family happiness is because you didn't show them the right principles of what family happiness is. How about showing hugs, how to give kisses in the proper places? This is why these children are confused nowadays because they don't know who to turn to. What's the right answer? They don't know who the Lord is because you didn't talk to them about it. You didn't educate them on it. So now as they get older, they go into the world's teaching them, and they bring it to you. Then you hear all this language. You're like, where did this come from? Because you didn't teach it to them. You didn't teach them the right principles. You didn't teach them the secrets of raising a family. You didn't talk to them about it. So now they go into every other source that's not the right source. Now they're confused. Now they're older. Now you want to try to talk to them. It's too late for that. They're already older. They're already trained because the world trained them. This is not the secret of family happiness. You know, and it's a critical moment that fathers are the ones that's teaching the new offspring. You don't want the fathers to teach the new offspring. Because you know what? You're supposed to build a relationship with the Lord, God. God gives you the relationship with Him. But you don't want the fathers to teach these principles. You as a mother only show them how to mother, but what about the father showing them the principle? So you wonder where is these men at? The man that is of God, that are Christian Christ-like, because you don't wait for them. You pick so many men. This is why the women, younger women are picking so many men, but they don't know which one is the right one. So they get talked down to because they don't see, they never had a father talk to about things. So they're so emotional because you didn't show them how real family dynamic or what a household looks like to build one. Then you want to say, why she picked this man? Why she? Because that's what you did when you were younger, picking those same men. So now it followed them. Now you want to stop her from wearing what she wears, but it's too late. She's 19, 22. And then she see a young man 19, 20. Then you wonder why she picked him. Because reason why her mind is traumatized from what you didn't show her emotionally. How a man's supposed to care for a woman. You didn't teach them how to be attentive to their needs. This is why the 29-year-old woman doesn't know what love is. And she's an older woman going to 29, 30 and having multiple children. You didn't teach them. Now, someone like me come along teaching them the word that's supposed to make them beneficial. Well, a man like with knowledge and wisdom knows the difference between being a man and raising his children right. You want to try to educate me on what you didn't teach us when we were kids. Now, here you are, moments later, you wait till they get of age, and then you want to start talking to them what's right and what's wrong. You should talk to them when they were babies, when they were infants. Children are very wise, and then you want to say, I want to be childlike now. You can't be like them. You are of age. You should have done that when you were 17, 18. You should have lived for then the children, the offspring would have been better because the father was teaching them, but you didn't want them to learn. So guess what? Now they're getting it from the world. They bring it in the household. They don't know how to be responsible or build their finances because you, as parents, didn't show them. So now, someone like me coming along, giving them principles about biblical principles that might help them scholarly to know how to read and write because you didn't teach them how to read and write. But you mad at others like myself or that are chosen who follow the Lord in the right way, teaching them with wisdom and knowledge. You don't want to give it because the Lord, I didn't go to school like you did, but you the one with the scholarly mindset. But when I come with something of wisdom, knowledge the Lord gave me because you went to school, but you're working those jobs that are dead, never ending, that doesn't pay good because you chose those jobs because you went to school for years and didn't go to work. But someone like me who earned a paycheck at that time, who was able and capable of doing a paycheck, who has all this knowledge of what he learned as time went on, teaching you about what it is to have happiness and joy with your family. And you're upset because I know more than what you didn't do. You want to try to correct me, but you can't because of how knowledgeable and wise I am in my ways. Because the Lord presented this, and now here you are trying to school me because you're older. Don't look at it as me being younger. Look at it as me as being your pupil or teacher or brother, because I know the Lord has given me this magnificent mindset. And you're jealous because the Lord gave it to me and not to you. And you spent all your years working to the bone, working to your flesh, and you didn't gain no fruits, nothing from it, because all you did was work. Then when your children get older and they grow, and now you want to try to guide them in the way they should go, but it's too late because the world guided them. The social media, entertainment guided them, music guided them, but you didn't, and now you want to blame them for how they are and what they learned from the world. They coming to you, and then you want to correct them because they're in error. No, you were in error when you were born, because you didn't know what the Lord teach you. Because you didn't follow the principles that your fathers and grandfathers and mothers taught you. And now you're not happy with where you are. Because now you worked all these years and you're in your 60s and you're wondering, why did I get this way? Because you didn't learn what your parents taught you. You're not happy because you didn't learn the principles, the biblical principles, or the principles that you were taught. You didn't follow them. So now you in the distraught, stress, anxiety because you didn't gain the fruits. You didn't bear the fruits. Now it shows up through your circumstances, and you wondering, why am I still living this way? Why is the children this way?